and welcome back. Today I want to give you some tips on how to stop hoarding and live more minimally. I use the term hoarder very, very loosely. I am not talking about the type of hoarder that you might see on TV. I'm just talking about people who have a real excess of stuff and might just want to get out from under it and live a little bit more clutter-free. But I do have some real tips on how to stop hoarding items and live a more clutter-free life. Tip number one might seem kind of obvious, but it is something that I did not really understand until a lot later in my adult life, and that is don't bring items in that you don't A, have a use for or have a place for. This is a really, really good place to start and just kind of letting go of those like hoarding habits of just constantly bringing all this new into your home. But really think before you buy it, is it something that I have a use for and is it something I have a place for? If not, just sit on it. Think about it. See what you think in a couple of days. Maybe don't just buy it right then and there. This is a really good one. I actually have been practicing this for almost a year and it has made a huge difference. If you're gonna start living a more minimal life, you've gotta start somewhere, you know what I mean? So start in an area that you can see. Don't start in a drawer that's kind of tucked away out of sight because you're not gonna feel the full benefits. Tackle the place that you can actually see. Maybe a flat surface, maybe the kitchen counters as another example of a flat surface, but those can be really, really powerful, have a really powerful impact on your house and how it functions. Just tackle an area that you can see, maybe an area in your closet that you're looking at all the time. This is a really good way to feel the immediate effects of decluttering and starting to live a little bit more minimally. It just really helps cut down on stress. And then another thing you can do is start with trash. This one is so easy because you don't have to think about it at all. You can really just grab a trash bag and throw things away guilt-free. So if you're wanting to feel like that immediate reward from decluttering, go ahead and just start with the trash. It'll make a huge difference and it always feels really good to get out of your house. My next tip is to organize as you go. Sometimes our, stuffed corners are just really due to poor organization. And when you get your organization system going, it can be really helpful to see if you have too many things, if you have just what you need. Maybe you think you have too much and you really don't. It's just the poor organization that's kind of misleading you and tricking you in a way. So kind of organize as you go. It gives you a really, really good idea of the space that you have available in your home and if you really do have too many items or not. Get help if you need it. I had a laundry decluttering project that I had wanted to get to for so long and I was just putting it off. This is like before I really started minimizing my home, but it was one of the first big projects that I wanted to tackle and I put it off for months. My friend came over and she's like, let's just do it. She helped me out. She got me motivated. She got me going. So if you have a friend that's willing to help you or a family member, invite them over. These projects, especially if you have 2 or more people working on them, can actually get busted out pretty quick. And it's a fun time to just like spend with friends anyway. You can kind of make an afternoon out of it. So if you have people available to help you, use them. Don't overuse them, but use them. My next tip is to just make decluttering as fun as possible. Turn it into a game. See if you can get maybe 21 items out of the space. Set the timer, race the clock, only declutter maybe certain colored items. I'm only gonna get rid of blue things or green things out of this space. Try to take it as a challenge and see if you can kind of like race yourself, race the clock. This is a really, really nice way to make this a little bit more fun because getting started is the hardest part. Once you start seeing those benefits, it gets easier, but seriously, just kind of turn it into a game. Start dusting. Find items in your home that are covered in dust. Maybe you don't actually love or use this item anymore because you're not really paying attention to it. You're not really picking it up. It's not being handled. Now I get home decor, it gets dusty and you're not really like handling it. but it's a really great way to kind of go through and touch the things on the surface in your home, and it gives you a chance to think about them. Do I still want this in my space, or am I good to go ahead and let it go and start living a little bit more clutter-free? So go ahead and get the duster out and see if you've got items that maybe you don't care about anymore. This next one kind of goes along with turning decluttering into a game, but that is pick a number of items that you know you need. I know I need 7 shirts for my work week. I know I need at least 2 bowls per family member in my cupboard. So if you kind of get an idea of where you want to start in terms of what you really need, and then you can go ahead and move the rest of it out of your space. I'm not saying declutter it right now, take it to the Goodwill, never see it again, but at least you can set it aside, live with the number of items that you've picked, and see if it works. This is awesome. I love doing this. It's a really effective way to live a little bit more minimally, and I love it. I have talked before about how I used to use shopping as a boredom buster. I would go out to the stores and just buy things to occupy myself, which I do not do anymore, which is not to say I don't shop. I definitely do. And I get things that I want on occasion because they look really cute and they're really fun. But what I'm talking about is just coming up with a list of things that you can do besides shopping. Shopping used as a boredom buster. So maybe you can plan to have a picnic outdoors when you're feeling bored. Maybe you can redecorate your space by moving items around in your house that you already have. This is a really, really fun thing to do, and I do it all the time. Move things around, kind of get a different feel and look in your home without spending a single penny. You can plan to bake something, maybe something off your Pinterest board that you haven't had time to make yet, but it looks really yummy. So just come up with a list of things that you think sound really, really fun that you could kind of refer to anytime you feel tempted to just shop for fun. Take pictures to track your progress. This is so effective. I use my channel as my before and after. I can go back and reference my videos, and I cannot tell you how much it has helped me. So if you don't make videos for YouTube, then I suggest at least taking a before and after picture. Oh, it is incredible. Our eyes get really used to like what we look at really, really quickly. So we might have spent a lot of time decluttering and actually have cleared out a lot in our home, but then after a little while we feel like it looks terrible and we must not have really decluttered that much. But to reinforce all the wonderful work you've done and to keep yourself motivated, go back, look at the picture of the before, and it will remind you of how far you've come and how awesome you're actually doing. I've mentioned this before, but it is totally worth repeating, and that is follow the 1 in, 1 out rule. This rule has changed my life. If I get a new sweater, let's say, I will declutter an old pilled up sweater that I didn't even like anyway, but trying to find things, and it doesn't even have to be like a 1-for-1, like a sweater for a sweater. It could just be, let's say, a sweater for a book, or a sweater for a plate, or a book for a sweater. It does not matter. You can mix and match this, but if you bring something into your home, see if you can find something to take out. Now, if you're hanging on to something because you feel like I'm gonna have time to enjoy or appreciate this later, go ahead and pull it out where you can really, really see it. And if you haven't used it in the next month or 2, maybe it's time to declutter it and really start living a more clutter-free life. So there's a tip, because I know that one can be really, really tricky. I would love it if you click subscribe. I make tons of videos just like this. If you don't want to miss any more tips, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.